Hi, my name is Kamal Osman, and I will be presenting an art installation that I want to be put inside the High Court of Australia, specifically Courtroom 1. At first, I'll be starting off with describing the role of the High Courts and onwards. The High Court of Australia is known as the highest court of the judicial system in Australia. This building was established in 1980 and construction for it began in 1975 in Canberra. It was previously located in Sydney, and the building was designed by Edwards, Madigan, Torzillo and Briggs after winning a national design competition. The building is an illustration of late modern brutalist architecture and showcases a light-filled concrete building. The building holds functionality but also displays an unbalanced view to it. The colours displayed on the outside of the building produce muted colours that are quite boring. The High Court's building exterior is mainly made up of concrete, which gives it a rigid and blocky look, but also includes a lot of glass windows which bring in natural light, which makes the building's late modern Brutalist architecture. The interior of the building exhibits a large functional hall, 3 courtrooms, justice chambers, and an administrative wing. The interior is light-filled in all the open areas where the courtrooms are dark and use natural woods and dark red carpets. Moving on, I'll be explaining the architecture's role and how they designed this building. Edwards, Madigan, Torzillo and Briggs was formed by Jack Torzillo, Maurice Edwards and Cole Madigan in 1954. These architects made this firm not long after returning from war. Madigan was inspired to begin the firm after completing his degree in architecture in 1950. He says, "We wanted to build a nation free from British contamination." The firm's projects include National Gallery of Australia, the Warren Shire Civic Centre, the Mitchell College of Advanced Education, the Warren Library near Dubbo, DY Library, the University of New South Wales Roundhouse, the New South Wales Government Tourist Bureau, Sydney, and the High Court of Australia. Late modern brutalism. Brutalism is a French phrase that is known as béton brut, which means raw concrete. Brutalism found its way into architecture in the 1950s. Brutalist buildings are characterized by minimalist constructions that showcase the bare building materials and structural elements over decorative design. Late modern forms of different brutalism show a desire to rethink innovation, to make engineering that is hard-edged from a genuine perspective and is very skillful. I'll now be going into detail about the festival and how it links back to the High Court of Australia. How I believe it links back to the High Court of Australia. The National Multicultural Festival began in 1996, which allows Canberrans, national and international visitors alike to congregate in Canberra over one weekend for what is one of the biggest celebrations of cultural diversity across Australia. The festival is a celebration that promotes equality of opportunity, maintaining social cohesion, building social capital and minimising social exclusions for culturally and linguistically diverse Canberrans. I believe this festival connects with the High Court building, as the building is has a symbolic and inviting nature, as it lets individuals from various backgrounds come into the High Court building to perform concerts. Tourists are also welcome to sit in court proceedings and relax in the foyer area. I believe this festival connects with the High Court building. For my design, I'll be making an art installation that will be based on migration and how it connects us all. I would like my art installation to be placed in Courtroom 1, as this courtroom is labelled as a ceremonial courtroom. The space in the building that I have chose before I added my art installation into it. This is the art installation inside the courtroom. I use Photoshop to try to see the art in the space and envision it, which I think it will fit great once I figure out the sizing for it. Now onto the design development. This is my mood board, which includes where I got my inspiration from and how I feel it connects into the art installation that I wanted to be adding into the Courtroom 1. And this is my materials and colour board. It follows a bright and colourful palette. I've chosen these colours for the art installation as the interior of the High Court showcase muted colours, especially inside the courtroom. So I'm hoping to brighten that up and show that we deserve a more worldly looking view that connects all cultures. To make this art installation sustainable, I've decided to use recycled and organic cotton. This can be purchased from Yarn Plaza. I'm hoping my art installation doesn't have much effect onto the environment, as I've chosen to use sustainable yarn. Once this installation is taken down, it can be donated to assisting living facilities for the people that are staying there to use, or primary school even. That is all. Thank you for listening.